Pro Premier Division matchup, 9-0-0 Tropics FC and 5-1-3 OFC Barca. Here tonight for the Tropics of the regular season. A win tonight, though, would be a milestone win for the Tropics organization as a whole. They never had a team reach the postseason up to this point, and the Tropics would ensure their ticket to the playoffs and a first-place regular season finish with a win here tonight. Of course, the Tropics have not lost yet this season at 9-0-0, but OFC Barca with just one loss on the season. So critical test here tonight, and the Tropics are indeed going to win the regular season title and ensure the Central West Division. They will have earned it against the Tropics side. Actually, a couple of names and faces familiar to Tropics fans on the may get a look at JT Reyes, Florida Tropics fans in the
and so he has played for them and dressed tonight, and we'll perhaps see him as a sub as the game moves on. And good to renew rivalry, friendly rivalry with JP tonight, one of the steady veteran defenders for the Tropics, and just a great guy on and off the field. And it'd be fun to see him out there later on tonight if the opportunity presents itself. Of course, Hugo Silva getting the start and goal here for the Tropics, who won on the road last weekend over in Oldsmar against Hurricane FC. A 3-0 win for the Tropics. For Hugo, that was his 6th clean sheet of the season. And for the team, they have 7. Hugo and the backup tonight, George Navarrete, combined on a shutout very early in the season as well. So 7 of the 9 wins have been the shutout variety. That may not be as easy tonight as it has been for a couple of other matchups here at Lake Myrtle during the season. Clock.
timer's not working.
Your Tropics UPSL season has been presented by Devoted Health. We would like to thank them for being here tonight for Grandparents' Night, and they're to support the Tropics all season long and into the playoffs, we hope. For more information on the health plans they provide, stop by their tent or visit www.devoted.com. That's www.devoted.com. Got a Tropics player shaken up here early on. It's Lucas Monolaris, but think he'll be all right. Going to be a little bit hobbled there for a moment, but he will walk it off, I'm sure. Lucas coming back for his 4th season with the Florida Tropics in the MASL this fall, as will be the Tropics SC coach, Lucas Teixeira. Quite a successful debut for Teixeira in his coaching career. The other OFC Barca player dressed tonight that may in fact be familiar will be Dwayne Laidley. He wears number 15. And again, not in the starting lineup, but on the roster and on the playlist tonight. So may get a chance to see Dwayne and his speed. Of course, Laidley playing with the Tropics for the first 2.5 seasons indoors before heading to St. Louis in January in a trade that brought Antonio Manfoot to the Tropics SC, a very popular addition, and Antonio just recently signing a new contract with the Florida Tropics to return for the indoor season as well. So been a ton of exciting free agency news for the Tropics here in the last few weeks. You can read all about it at fltropics.com. Chance now here for Barca. So they have some possession in the Tropics end. Ball served into the box, but not well struck. So Michael Hines tried to make the cross, but put it over the goal. So Hugo Silva will get a goal kick here. It's Leo Machado on the far sideline with it. Being watched over there by Winston Ramos. Tropics reverse field here. Give it to Cowie Carvalho. Talk about a couple of lineup notes for the Tropics SC tonight as well. A few of the regulars are dressed but not starting. Here's Xavier Silva, but the offsides flag is up, so that threat goes by the board. A couple of the Florida Tropics MASL players in uniform tonight. Ricardo Carvalho, who made his debut with the team in the second half last week, coming over from the Harrisburg Heat, the 9th leading goal getter in the entire MASL last year, now part of the Tropics fold. Had 30 goals with the Heat last year in the indoor season. And you could see right away last week in that second half when he came in, he was creative and opportunistic on the pitch and fun to watch as there's a long ball into the Barca box and Palumbo will come out to cover it up before it goes over the end line. So no Melvin Boateng in the starting lineup tonight. He is dressed. No Keisuke Ohata in the starting lineup. He is also dressed. But they will rest at least for the first half, and we'll see what Lucas Teixeira may want to do in the second half in terms of substitutions. It's a pretty good bench that the Tropics SC has tonight. Hines again will make a run, and Carvalho this time on the tackle and trying to make the takeaway and does a nice job, gets it to Victor Pereiras. Good work by Cowie Carvalho, number 15 in the lineup tonight. The other notable lineup addition for the Tropics tonight, again dressed not in the starting lineup, but would not be surprised we see him in the second half as we have a foul called. And yellow card may be out here already, and it is. So Pascal Millien draws an early yellow. Corey Mills didn't agree with it. But just to finish the thought on the Tropics roster, Guilherme dos Santos is dressed tonight. And that is exciting news for Tropics fans to get Guilherme back on the pitch. Of course, he was the indoor team's leading goal scorer last year when he got hurt, had 15 goals in just 10 games, was lighting the MASL on fire, and then got hurt and basically did not play again the rest of the year. Came back late in the season, played about 2.5 quarters of one game, and re-injured himself, and that was the last pretty much that we have seen of Guilherme until tonight. So he did dress for the Tropics SC inaugural game up in Disney in late March, but has not been on the roster much, and he is dressed and available to play tonight. So that is exciting news as well for Tropics fans to get Guilherme back in uniform. So you look at that bench of Keisuke Ohada, Ricardo Carvalho, Guilherme dos Santos, Melvin Boateng. That's a pretty good group. Here's the long ball in front. Silva with a header, and it just trickles right. Rebound, goal! Hugo Silva with a great effort and a great cross by Victor Pereiras, and the Tropics take a 1-0 lead. There you go. It's the loudest it goes.
Here we go.
Good work by Hugo Silva after Xavier Silva, no relation, makes it a 1-0 game. Great assist by Victor Pereiras. That was a pretty ball. He saw Xavier making that run right away, and Silva picked up basically his own rebound. Colombo got just a piece of it for Barca, but Silva able to get the rebound before it went over the end line, and Colombo had no chance. So another early 1-0 lead here for the Tropics. Carvalho will track it down, being challenged there by Teixeira. Alexandre Teixeira, number 10 for OFC Barca, Orlando area team. There's Nguyen with it. He's got to be careful with that early yellow card. Nice ball up the right side to Machado, and he's taken down hard. And no foul. That's a little bit hard to believe there was not a foul on that one, as Machado took a big tumble, but apparently the tackle was clean, at least in the eyes of the officiating crew here tonight. Machado did not complain a great deal. Fans Florida Brewery is a local family-owned business who started brewing in 1973. Florida Brewery invites you to stop by their one-of-a-kind beer garden on Gandy Road here in Auburndale for different events every Friday and Saturday evening. For more information, log on to floridabrewery.com. Southern Homes invites you to see their many new beautiful homes across Polk County, including the all-new gated community of English Creek. For all new home information and more, check out Southern Homes at mysouthernhome.com. Southern Homes is a neighbor you can trust. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Eduardo Cruz with the intercept at midfield. And then Pedro Ivo Diaz gets it over to Milian. He'll play it back for Machado now. Machado hassled over there by Richard Allen, number 7. But it'll be a corner kick here for the Tropics, their first of the night. Not a huge breeze here, just a nice gentle kind of wafting breeze coming across the field from the far side where the corner kick will happen to the near side here. Had some breezy nights out at Lake Myrtle here this spring. Been a lovely stretch of weather though for soccer, no rain. Been fortunate, had a beautiful night out at Bryan Stadium for that tremendous showdown with the Villages in the USL League 2 opener for the Lakeland Tropics last weekend. Here's a ball into the box, never got through. Tropics will control it though. Looking for Cruz, but Cruz will not get there. Claire will. Good play by Corey Mills. Now Pedro Ivo Diaz will control it to Victor Pereira, so he'll take the long shot, and that just skitters wide on the near side. 15th minute here at Lake Myrtle, 1-0 Tropics. Pretty good crowd for a Wednesday night. Have to double check, but I believe the last regular season home game scheduled for next Wednesday has been moved to Tuesday next week. We will double check that against the Inter United Academy, but believe that is the case. So if you're in the area and planning to come out and see the Tropics next week, it'll be a Tuesday night affair, not a Wednesday night, and we'll confirm that for you in just a little bit. Counter-attack here for Barca. And continuing through about 3 guys. Feet in front. There's a shot and a goal. Well, we give a lot of credit to Richard Allen. He created that opportunity, and Damian Thomas finished it. But that was all Allen down the left wing. He literally got through about 3 or 4 Tropics defenders to keep that play alive and get it into the box and make the cross. Pretty play by Allen. So that ties it at 1 here. That is the earliest goal the Tropics, I think, have given up this season. It's actually, I think, only their 4th goal they've given up all year. So we're tied at 1. Fans, Tropics SC Soccer here at Lake Myrtle Sports Complex has been presented this season by Devoted Health. We would like to thank them for being here tonight on Grandparents' Night and there to support you and the Tropics all season long. For more information on the health plans they provide, stop by their tent or visit www.devoted.com. That's www.devoted.com. The presenting sponsor of Tropics Soccer here at our Summer of Soccer at Lake Myrtle. Long cross goes harmlessly through the box, and Hugo Silva will get a goal kick here. Tropics, as we said, with that 9-0-0 mark, and they can clinch the regular season championship tonight. We've got a injured player down on the field. The Tropics with 27 points through 9 games. The next closest team is the St. Petersburg FC Aztecs. They are 7-1-2 with 10 games already played. So that's why the Tropics with a win here tonight and 30 points would mathematically clinch first place. Sporting Orlando is currently in 3rd at 5-3-1. So they obviously do not have a chance to catch the Tropics either. So take a look at the Florida Central East Division of the UPSL Pro Premier League, as we saw Leg EZ Soccer International here not too long ago. They are still on top in that table with 7 wins, 2 losses, and a draw, 22 points. And Barca can pull to within 1 point of Leg AZ International tonight with a win. They, as we mentioned, come in at 5-1-3 and have the best goal differential in the Central East. 27 goals for and just 12 against. So that's why we said, at least on paper tonight, certainly looked to be one of the better matchups of the year for the Tropics. It was Alexandre Teixeira who was shaken up and going off rather gingerly. Did not really see what happened. That all came right during getting ready to have a goal kick for Hugo Silva here. Andrew Clare going to put it back in play for the Tropics. Of course, the brother of Florida Tropic MASL player Matt Clare should be part of the picture again next year for the indoor side. Too long for Pereiras, but Carvalho makes a nice run. He'll get deep into the left corner here. Tried to leave it off for Pereiras, does. Victor with the cross in front, and that never got through, and Victor might have been over the end line anyway, and I think he was, so it'll be a goal kick here for Palumbo. 21st minute now here at Lake Myrtle. Still a 1-1 tie. Xavier Silva with a goal. To give the homestanding Tropics an early lead here tonight, but an answer not too long after that from Damian Thomas. And the sub into the game for OFC Barca, he is in fact our friend J.P. Reyes, wearing number 12, although he's listed on the OFC Barca roster as Juan. Tropics fans will certainly know him better as JP, which actually stands for Juan Pablo, I believe. So he will play a midfield position here, usually a defender for the Florida Tropics, of course, and led the Florida Tropics in blocks last season, as a matter of fact. There's Carvalho on the near side. JP Reyes with a little pressure there. Cruz will come up with it, and Ivo Diaz will play it right back to Eduardo. That chance skitters a little wide, ball still alive, and finally goes over the end line for a goal kick for OFC Barca. I don't know if JP expected to get into the game quite as quickly tonight as he did here in about the 20th minute or so, but great to have him here tonight, even if he's not one of the good guys for a change, even though he really is. That was Carvalho and JP with a little collision right there. Those two know each other. Victor with a nice little creative back heel piece to Eduardo Cruz. Xavier Silva tries to bang it into the OFC Barca zone. Pereiras with more pressure. Also Silva, but they'll play it back to Palumbo as Akeem Fleming's felt that pressure now. Takeaway potentially here for Silva, but it'll go over the end line. So that potentially dangerous moment goes away. Everett Whitehead and Son personally sees to it that your job is completed to your satisfaction. This is not just a promise, but a guarantee to every Everett Whitehead and Son customer. For more information about the first name in design and construction, from concept to reality, go to whiteheadconstruction.com. Interested in moving your office to downtown Winter Haven? Then you want to know about 610 LLC. Downtown is the heartbeat of Winter Haven and the place your business needs to be. For more information regarding the best business space in Winter Haven, check out their website, 610 LLC. That's SIXTEN LLC.com. So just 2 games left in the regular season after tonight's game here against OFC Barca. Inter United Academy will visit next week. And as we said, that will be a Tuesday night game here at Lake Myrtle. That is against Sports Paradise Soccer Academy. They are currently bringing up the rear in the Central West. Ball into the box. Chance again, and OFC Barca wanted a handball there, but no call from the official. And the regular season finale on the road will be well, actually, that may be the regular season finale next Tuesday against Sports Paradise. We'll confirm all the schedule information at halftime for you as when Leo Machado makes a run. He's got some space down the right side. Now Millien with it. Pascal looking to create. There's a cross too far for Silva, but Xavier will track it down and get it back out. Pedro Ivo Diaz will pick it up there. Cruz now over to Carvalho. That is Kawi Carvalho, not Ricardo, who is dressed tonight and may very well see Ricardo in the second half. He was a substitute in the second half in last week's win here. There's that good 2-0 win over Leg AZ International. Ball played wide now to the left side, on top to Eduardo Cruz. Cruz back deep in the left corner as we approach the 27th minute now. Carvalho trying to create an opportunity. And finally Clear will track it down, but JP Reyes will pick it up for OFC Barca. And there's a little cautionary word from the official to Eduardo Cruz on the heavy challenge.
JP, don't hurt any of our guys, okay?
Some good-natured ribbing from the fans here for JP. Some of the fans imploring to make sure that JP and his teammates play fair, and most importantly, don't hurt any of our guys, JP. Can't argue with that sentiment. JP with the header in front, and Silva will come out, and he will pluck it away from danger and gets it ahead quickly to Victor Pereira, who makes a nice pass to Corey Mills, but he will slow the counter now. Good idea by Hugo to see if he could catch maybe some of the Barca players a little flat-footed on the transition, but the black-clad visitors got back in good order. Whistle and a foul on the far side as Machado lost it over there. All the way to the near side here to Carvalho now. Ivo Diaz looks for some room to operate. Now Victor Pereira, he's there against JP Reyes. There's two long-standing teammates going at it, and JP going to be called for the foul. Here's Machado getting it in front. Tried to set up Silva, but he couldn't do it. Silva, though, wins the battle in the box, still with it. Now tries the cross, and it's cleared out of there. A couple of near good chances for the Tropics, but neither quite developed the way that they were hoping or expecting. Now Lucas Monaleris will control it.
I'll tell him you said that.
Cruz steps up and gets it, trying to get it over to Milian, but intercepted and taken right back by Leo. Machado, brother of Fernando Machado, who is still on the mend but has been training. There's a shot, and that goes Strickles wide. Silva again. And apparently was not deflected, so it'll be a goal kick for Barca. Or did they call the foul out near the top of the box? I guess they actually called the foul out there, so Tropics may be getting a free kick. I think it was outside the box. We don't have a great angle. We are right at field level, so it's really difficult for us to see the lines where exactly they are, but looks like it's going to be outside the box, so. But from a very dangerous spot nonetheless. Corey Mills over there along with Ivo Diaz, Lucas Monaleris surveying it, but it looks like Corey Mills might be the trigger man here. OFC Barca will set up at least a 4, maybe a 5-man wall here. Looks to be about a 5-man wall. JP Reyes on the left end of it. So let's see if Corey Mills and or nope, he will step over. There's Ivo Diaz with a chip shot, and that one just misses. And Pedro Ivo Diaz can't quite believe it. Didn't miss it by much. Coming up on the 32nd minute now. 1-1 tie here in Lake Myrtle tonight. Damian Thomas getting the equalizer after Xavier Silva and giving the Tropics an early 1-0 advantage. William Ayang going to make a run down the right side now. Carvalho there marking him, but Ayang will get a chance to get across in front, but nobody there, and Silva comes out to, again, pull it from danger. Machado will settle it now. He'll play it all the way back to Hugo. It was a little bit tricky. He took a couple of funny bounces on the way back to Hugo there, but he was pretty calm about making sure it didn't take a third funny bounce. Cavallo with it. Ayang again with a challenge and a takeaway. Good work by William Ayang.
Let's go Tropics! Let's go Tropics!
Cross in front, never got through. Nice work over there by Richard Allen again. And I believe this will be a corner here for OFC Barca. They're first of the night, if I'm not mistaken. Allen has really bedeviled the Tropics when given that chance. Beat about 3 or 4 defenders on the first goal and kept that one going as well to get a cross deflected over the end line and creating the goal kick. I think that's Allen that's going to take the goal kick. He'll do it short to J.P. Reyes. Reyes looking for some space, takes the shot. Was deflected. Nope. Thought Milian might have got a piece of it, but he did not. So JP trying to settle a score with his old teammates. Mills with it. Tropics can't maintain possession for long. Richard Allen over here on the near side now to get it back to one of his defenders. Victor Pereira is going to step up with a little pressure. Nice header there by Michael Hines, number 11 for Barca. Cross in front, and not all that dangerous a header there. Victor Pereira's looking for a quick outlet. That one will go out of play as Hines unable to track it down. Looking to make a stay in Lakeland, or perhaps family and friends coming to town? Please check out Eco Suites Hotel here in Lakeland, the official hotel of the Tropics. It's conveniently located off I-4 at exit 33. The newly renovated hotel with the best amenities around is affordable and classy. Lakeland's best value, offering for both nightly and weekly rates. Call 863-904-2050 or book online at www.ecosuites, that's E-C-C-O suites.com. Special thanks to Foley Immigration Law. They can handle any immigration needs for you and your family or your friends. They have the experience and are all about passion and the community. Go to FoleyImmigrationLaw.com to find out more. Still tied at 1 as we are moving towards the 38th minute. Couple of decent chances either way. Nothing hugely spectacular since the 2 goals. Colombo will get the goal kick here for the visitors. Another Chamber of Commerce kind of night here in Auburndale. Great Lake Myrtle Sports Complex. Had that tremendous U.S. Open Cup game out here on May 7th. Almost 2,000 fans in attendance, and just a tremendous game against the Villages that, of course, the Tropics lost in the 10th round of penalties, believe it or not. Ivo Diaz with it. Sends it to the far side to Machado. Cruz will get it back to Lucas Montoleras now. Into the midfield for Mills. A little too much attention from J.P. Reyes against Corey as one of the OFC Barca players goes flying. That was Akeem Flemings, number 5, that drew the whistle. Been a good test here for the Tropics SC tonight. They have had a few here now. That 2-0 win over OFC Barca was well earned. OFC International, beg your pardon. Got Barca on the mind here tonight. And if the Tropics, in fact, clinch first place tonight, they will have done it against a pretty good side, against a team that has only lost 1 game all season themselves, although they do have the 3 draws. Tropics perfect at 9-0-0. Mills with it. Pereiras down to Carvalho now. Carvalho with the cross in front. That never got through. And that one's going to be sent about halfway to Zolfo Springs. Make sure you stop in at the Pioneer Restaurant if you make your way down to Zolfo Springs. Understand they have some pretty good swamp cabbage. Not one of my favorites, but here's Silva trying to turn in the box. Pereiras gets it on the wing to Mills. Gets it in front, but Silva couldn't pick it up, and Ivo Diaz tried to make a run as well, and he couldn't find it. There's a nice through ball to Allen. Richard Allen, we know he's dangerous. Being watched by Claire. Allen with some nice moves. Allen still with possession. And finally, Claire able to get a foot in there, but nice work by Richard Allen to, again, create an opportunity for OFC Barca. It might be the most impressive side we have seen so far this season, or at least here at Lake Myrtle. '41st minute coming up here. So still chance and time for one of these sides to perhaps take a lead to the locker room. Of course, the Tropics, we know, have a lot of reinforcements on the bench to choose from if and when Coach Lucas Teixeira makes that decision. Here comes Hines down the right side now. Hines will feed it down to the goal scorer, Damian Thomas. Whistle and a foul. Restart here for the Tropics. Got Ricardo Carvalho, Guilherme, Kesuke Ohada, Melvin Boateng. Ohada and Boateng among the Tropics' leading scorers here in the outdoor UPSL season, so would not at all be surprised to see any and all of them at some point, maybe sooner rather than later in the second half. Here's Victor Pereiras. He's on sides in the left corner, got a little space to operate. Pereiras, now the cross gets through Colombo, but nobody there back post. Hugo Silva let it go and was hoping he had a teammate parked at the back post, but he did not. That is one of the Tropics' better opportunities in several minutes here. Cruz trying to step up and keep possession, gets it to Mills now. Reverses over to Pereiras. Pereiras being chased down by Allen. Richard Allen will win that away from Victor. Tries to bend one and keep it in play and is unable to. Maybe a throw in here for the Tropics, 43rd minute. Still tied at 1. Tropics trying to wrap up their first ever regular season title. Of course, the Florida Tropics and the MASL have been unable to do so. The Lakeland Tropics a tie for second last year, third place their first season. So this organization still looking for that elusive first regular season crown, and it could come tonight, but it will be earned if they do it. Conversation on the far side with JP Reyes, and I think that's Victor Pereras over there. It is Victor who will take this free kick. Looks like I might want to send it into the box here. We'll see. Calvi Carvalho's got some good size up front there. Pedro Ivo Diaz in there. Lucas Montoleros comes up from his defensive position with his height. So they are obviously going to play one into the box here. Victor will. Pereras lets it fly, looking back post, and there's a goal! A beauty! And was it offsides? No, I think it's a good one. Hugo Silva with his second of the night, and Victor Pereras with his second beautiful assist of the night. And it comes in the 45th minute. Perfectly executed by the Tropics, and Hugo Silva has 2 now on the night, and it is 2-1 Tropics as we get ready to head into stoppage time here. Pretty goal. Both goals very nicely executed by both Victor Pereras, the assist man, and Hugo Silva, the finisher. And that'll make the Tropics SC locker room a little happier at the break, assuming that Barca does not come back here to get another equalizer. So we head into stoppage time here. Got the orange smoke flare going tonight. Good to see that. Down behind the Barca goal. Swan City Syndicate fan club out tonight to cheer on the Tropics, as always. Carvalho will trap it to Pereras, who gets it to Cruz, and that is the half. So a pretty entertaining half of soccer here at Lake Myrtle tonight. And the teams will go to the break with the Tropics SC and Hugo Silva with both goals 2 and OFC Barca 1. We will be back with the second half action in just a little bit. We'll take a break and rejoin you in a few minutes. See you then.
that second half action.
Somebody want to start the clock? Other corner. Down at the bottom. Yep, that red one right there. Just press it. Yeah. You want one?
Let's see if I have a small.
Barca still with possession. Good work by the Orlando side here to keep possession and reorganized in the Tropics end of the field. There's a long shot that never got through. Barca wanted a penalty in the box there. They did not get that call, and then one of the Tropics players was taken down on the far side. I think that is Eduardo Cruz, perhaps? Not sure. We'll have to double check that on the far side. Yellow card is out.
I don't know who got the card. Saw him hold it up.
Yeah, it was Cruz that was taken down over there. But it will be a kick, direct kick here for Barca. Kind of a dangerous spot. JP Reyes over there on the far side directing some traffic. The fans a little disbelieving that that was a foul against the Tropics, because it was Cruz who took a pretty hard tumble over there. Looked like he was kind of stepped on, but looks like it'll be Marcus Aguiar to do the kick. It's into the box, never got through. Finally did, ended up to Silva, and he's able to get it out of danger. Actually made it through a lot of traffic before Silva was able to get there. Nice move by Aguiar, tried to feed Allen, but Machado stepped in front. Milian now will make a run. Scott Cruz with him trailing, and Milian pushed just a bit too far ahead. Pedro Ivo Diaz leaving his feet to try and make a tackle, and here comes Barca with it. Cesar Avila, who's now into the game. He is new to OFC Barca. First substitute player we've seen tonight. I believe the Tropics have yet subbed anyone in. Got a few players warming up though down behind the Tropics goal. It's Melvin Boateng, and I think that may be Ricardo Carvalho also down there. He came in as a sub around the 65th minute or so a couple weeks ago. Here's Machado. Machado's got some space, gives it to Silva. Silva trying to get it in front, and it's knocked over the end line. It'll be a goal kick here for the Tropics. Nice work by Leo Machado, who turned and found himself with a bigger opening than perhaps he was anticipating, and tried to set up Hugo Silva for his third of the night. Silva has gotten both his assists so far from Victor Pereira's. Corner kick coming up here. Victor Pereira's will, as always, do the honors. Sent on its way, and it's headed over the end line, so it'll be another corner here for the Tropics.
Neither one of us ran after that one. That's too fun.
Pereira's will do it again here from the near side. Again in front, and just missed on the far post. I think it was Pedro Ivo Diaz who had a look there. In front, Silva, and he's going to be called for the foul, and he doesn't believe that one. Heading to the 58th minute, still 2-1. No scoring here in the second half so far. The Tropics with that goal right in the 45th minute of the first half. Nice move on the near side again here by Aguiar. OFC Barca building forward here nicely. There's a takedown in the box, but no penalty called or no foul called. That was Thomas, the goal scorer, that was taken down. As there's one from long range, well off the mark. Looks like Boateng is going to check in here shortly. We'll see who's heading off. Boateng over with the fourth official here. Don't believe he's been waved on yet, but will be shortly if he hasn't been. Now I think he got the call. And it's going to be Eduardo Cruz who heads off. So Boateng in for Cruz here in the 59th minute. First Tropics set of fresh legs here this evening. And it is warm, not nearly as breezy as it's been. It's not unbearable by any stretch, but it's a warm evening to be sure. So I imagine both sides will substitute with some regularity here in the final 30 minutes. Ball up to Skylar Wilkes here, number 20. Wilkes tries to get by Millian. Deep into the Tropics corner now. And Machado going to come out of there with it. Machado gets it ahead to Hugo Silva. Doesn't really have any help with him, and finally he's taken down, and it'll be a throw-in here for the Tropics. So good work by Xavier Silva to keep that ball alive and ultimately keep possession of the Tropics' way and allow the rest of the team to join them. It was about 1 against 4 there. Millian on the challenge there. Silva also stepping in, and Barca will clear it, but nicely played by Andrew Clare. And a stalwart defender, as has Lucas Manoleras, who has it now all season long for the Tropics. Tropics ready with another substitution over there, and it is going to be Ricardo Carvalho who checks in. Just about the same MO we saw here against Leg AZ International a couple of weeks ago in that big 2-0 win. Leg AZ International in first in the Central East and OFC Barca in second. Tropics trying to wrap up first place in the Central West division tonight. Only team in either side without a loss this year. OFC Barca just with 1 though. They come in tonight 5-1-3. Push forward now here for the Tropics. And Palumbo with a relatively easy save right there. I think Pereira's got as much on that as he wanted. Nice step up by Corey Mills to make the intercept. Left side to Pereira's. Pereira's into the box. Pereira's shot! And that one just missed on the short side. Great effort by Mills to begin with to create the opportunity, and the Tropics can't quite finish that one. Just past the 63-minute mark here in the second half. Still 2-1 Tropics. If the score were to remain the same, it would be their closest win of the season. At least they're closest at home. They did have a 1-goal win on the road against Jacksonville Armada Academy team back on Mother's Day. But here at Lake Myrtle, 2-0 over Leg AZ International. I take that back. The Greater Orlando Soccer Academy, that was a 2-1 final here. So Tropics have played a 1-goal game here at home. Machado just tall enough to get that one. But then Thomas comes in and knocks it over the sideline, so it'll be a throw in here. Carvalho, number 19, into the game now for the Tropics, as you can see. Right here on the near sideline. And that's Ricardo with it now. If you get a chance, and the official's like, nope, gonna go the other way, and Ricardo can't believe it. Just gonna say Ricardo Carvalho, the subject of our next interview for the Tropics Weekly show on Facebook. You can look for that. Don't believe it's been posted yet. It may have been. If it hasn't, it'll be out soon. We're on location at United Refrigeration and Air Conditioning Incorporated over on Recker Highway in Auburndale. It was a lot of fun to visit there. Here's Silva with it on the counter now. Silva with some space. In front, shot. Oh, great save by Palumbo. Rebound still loose in front. And Pereira's denied again, and there's Boateng coming in, and he fires it well out of range of the goal. So the Tropics with a couple of really good opportunities here in the last 5 minutes or so, but not able to get that goal that would be a little bit of an insurance marker, perhaps. Best save of the night by Palumbo right there. I mean, that was as point blank as it gets, and Palumbo was able to make the stop. Terrific save. One more chance for the Tropics here. Cross in front, and it's too tall for Carvalho. It's mosquito time here at Lake Myrtle. They have come out in earnest here in the last 15 or 20 minutes. Coyle Chiropractic is located on Bartow Road in Lakeland. Dr. Mike Coyle is your local spine health specialist. Go to coilechiro.net and see our full list of services, read testimonials, and much more. So start your road to total pain relief. Log on to coilechiro.net.
Maybe we should start at 6:30.
The Tropics would like to give a special thanks to our partners Ink Screen Printing for handling all of our shirt printing needs. Ink Screen Printing is your source for all custom printed apparel For more information, visit inkscreenprint.com or call 863-606-8137. Yes, the Mosquitoes have made their presence and arrival known in a big way here in the last 15 or 20 minutes. A few of the fans, in fact, going to head to the north parking area where they can sit in their cars and watch the final 23 or so minutes here. All the goal scoring in the first half, Xavier Silva with both of the Tropics SC goals on the night, both assisted by Victor Pereras. Second one came on a nice set piece just before regulation time expired in the first half. Came right in the 45th minute. Quick restart here for the Tropics. Ivo Diaz. Silva couldn't track it down. Machado does, however. Leaves it for Boateng, who's into the game now. Couple more Tropics limbering up down in the south goal area. That's actually Guilherme dos Santos, who is loosening along with Nicholas Mesh, the McKeel Academy product here in Lakeland. So it'll be fun to see Guilherme get out there tonight. Didn't know if that might happen or not, but he is at least looking like he might get a chance to come in. There's another yellow card out. I think that might have been against Carvalho. Not 100% positive of that. It was on the far sideline, but I think it might have been for an intentional handball. Can't be sure of that either, though. It's a good distance away. They play on a fully internationally sized field here at Lake Myrtle. So there's a lot of room to rumble. Boateng will start the attack here for the Tropics. Ivo Diaz looks around and finds some help on the far side in the form of Victor Pereras. Machado with it. Machado never one to be afraid to join the offensive fray. Boateng now with it. Back to Ivo Diaz. Far sideline for Victor now. Ivo Diaz returns in front to Silva, trying to get position. Can't do it. Carvalho tried to sneak in there in the last minute, but Colombo able to cover up. 71 minutes plus gone now. Tropics trying to protect this 2-1 lead. Don't forget, we'll wrap up the regular season right here at mycujo.tv next Tuesday night. Final regular season game for the Tropics. And we'll let you know a lot more then on the playoff picture and what the Tropics' fortunes may hold there. Callie Carvalho done for the night now, as the Tropics substitutions continue. Silva trying to come up with that. Carvalho comes back to help out, and he takes that away, and then he's taken down hard. And Carvalho is not pleased about that. Can't blame him. Yellow card out there. That's prized goods there for the Tropics. Monolaris in there. Leo Machado in there as well. Well, it's not going to be a red, I don't believe, so you can offer all the explanation you want, but the yellow card comes out. Carvalho still showing the official about the contact, but yeah, the best way to answer that, Ricardo, is knock one in and send us all home happy here tonight. But that was a pretty crisp takedown. Boateng on the pass from Monolaris. It's to Ivo Diaz now. It's Nicholas Mesh who came into the game, and Mesh has it up the far sideline here. Trying to keep possession 1 against 2 and not able to do it. Not imminent yet that Guillerme's coming in. He's still loosening up on the sideline. Now they call him back up towards the bench area, so he may be coming in here. Take away by the Tropics. Here's Carvalho with it. Gets it to Mills. Mills, center of the field to Ivo Diaz. Mills was taken down. The official says play on. Here's Boateng. He may make a bid from distance. Gives it off to Ivo Diaz, but he can't get through. Tropics, though, have really controlled a lot of the play here in the second half. But it only takes one, so OFC Barca is still very much a threat here. Here's Pereiras in the middle, tried to get it to Silva, now to Carvalho. Carvalho takes it through the box. Feeds it wide to Ivo Diaz and then to Mills now to regroup. 76th minute, 2-1 Tropics, all 3 goals coming in the first 45. Boateng being watched by Reyes. Taken away by Barca as Monolaris steps up. Boateng on a heavy takedown. Damian Thomas. And that's a red card. And OFC Barca is not at all happy. I mean, they are really unhappy. And but the red card was out. Richard Dunaway not happy. JP Reyes in there to plead Barca's case. Certainly deserved a yellow, but don't know if it deserved a red. But that will certainly give the Tropics a pretty major advantage here over the last 13 minutes. JP still trying to plead his club's case, but things getting a little chippy here. There's a big push in the box, and there's another yellow card, and that easily actually could have been a red. Looks like a double yellow card. Melvin Boateng gonna get one, and I think it's Richard Dunaway who picks it up for OFC Barca, but certainly don't want to see anyone get hurt here. And things have taken a very chippy turn in the last 5 or so minutes. Already seen one red card. And out of it will come a direct kick here from the Tropics from right outside the top of the penalty area. So good chance here for the Tropics to see if they can convert. They scored on that set piece at the end of the first half. Corey Mills over there, as of course is Victor. He will almost assuredly take it. Victor does. There's the shot, and that one goes wide on the short side. A lot on the line here tonight. Barca trying to track down Leg AZ International for first in the East. The Tropics trying to secure first in the West. They are in first. They can secure the regular season championship with a win. So, two good teams battling here tonight. Ivo Diaz with it. Machado will slow things down now. Monolaris. Ivo Diaz and right back to Lucas. We'll reverse things over to Nicholas Mesh. Cleared out of there by Dunaway, and OFC Barca going to try and make a counter here. Can't do it as Boateng ran a little interference at the midfield area, and Tropics regained possession. Mesh. Clear will reverse things over to Lucas Monolaris now. He's got Machado with him on the right wing, as is Carvalho, who has it. Carvalho thought for a moment there about making a through ball to Machado, but he would have been offsides. Carvalho with it down to Leo now. Machado 1 against 2 and finally loses it over the sideline. '82nd minute coming up here. 2-1 Tropics. They have had the better chances here in the second half, but no goals. And here's a counter now for OFC Barca, but Claire will break that one up quickly. Ivo Diaz is going to lead the counter charge here now. Carvalho with some space. That's always a little dangerous, but Carvalho will give it up to Machado instead. Boateng with it. Tropics look like they would like to get Keisuke Ohata into the game. He is out near the midfield line as a sub. He's a dangerous offensive threat. JP Reyes with a little push there. The Tropics, though, will push forward themselves. Nice through ball. Tropics still with possession, but Colombo will cover it up. Substitute coming in now for the Tropics. I believe they've been waved in. Looks like a couple each way here. Well, I guess it's just Ojeda coming in. No sub for OFC Barca. Throw-in coming up here for Barca as we head almost just about 10 seconds shy of the 84th minute now. 2-1. Tropics have pretty much controlled play here in the second half, but have not been able to get that third goal. And now yellow card issued, I think, against Ojeda, who just came in. And there are a couple of subs coming on now for Barca rather. We figured it would be a good one here tonight, and it has been. Tropics SC getting everything they could handle from Barca here. And still 5 minutes of regulation time to go, and whatever we get in stoppage, which could be several minutes tonight. So we'll see. Push into the Tropics end of the field. It'll be a corner kick coming up, I believe, for Barca here, as it was knocked over the end line, and or they're going to call a foul maybe just outside the box. So it'll be a dangerous spot here for a restart for Barca. So this may be their last best hope of the evening. We'll see. A little bit of hold your breath time here for the Tropics. Trying to protect a perfect 9-0-0 start to the season. Looks like maybe JP Reyes is going to serve it in. And he would love to make a perfect pass. Comes out on top. There's a shot, and did not go in. May have hit the post, or stayed out of the net anyway. Don't know if Silva actually got a piece of it, or it might have actually hit the post or just gone wide, but turned into a pretty good opportunity as Michael Hines had a chance from right at the top of the penalty area there. That seems to give Barca a little bit of life. By far their best chance of the half. Oh, nicely played over the end line by the Tropics. It's Corey Mills who made that nice defensive play there. Tropics trying to close it out here. And now they'll get a counter chance. Ojeda trying to break in, and he's taken down, no penalty call. A foul called. It looked like Keske kind of threw himself on the defender a little bit there, so good no call. Boy, that could have
He had to shoot that one.
put it away here, but the Tropics will continue to nurse a 2-1 advantage. 88th minute now. Foul just outside the penalty area. And again, they'll congregate around the official. But again, a dangerous direct kick here from just outside the penalty area to Hugo Silva's left. This time it looks like Skylar Wilkes perhaps will send it towards goal. We'll see if it's Wilkes or... There's a nice defensive play, and that chance goes by the boards. Still a throw-in for Barca and still time. 89th minute now. So a corner coming up here for Barca. They have had their best opportunities in the last 10 minutes of the half. They really had not generated much at all. And remember, they have already lost a player to a red card. Served into the middle. Loose in there. There's a shot still loose. His best of the night at a critical time. Was it Allen he stopped again? No, it was Tamoy Newman, number 2, who had the opportunity, and Silva in the 90th minute makes his best save of the game and preserves the Tropics 2-1 advantage. Stoppage time now here. Tropics with a counter. Guerreros with it. Leaves it back to Boateng. He'll send it across the field to Leo Machado. Machado over to Ricardo Carvalho. And back to Machado now. Obviously don't know exactly how much stoppage time we would have. My guess would be 3-4 minutes perhaps. Machado will play it to Ivo Diaz. Tropics happy to play a little keep away here. Boateng collides with Dunaway, who does not draw the whistle, or should he have? Colombo will come out to collect it. Didn't want to take a chance of having to go over the end line to be a corner kick for the Tropics, so good play by Colombo. Diaz with the takeaway. Guerreros will get the corner kick now here for the Tropics. Stoppage time here. The Tropics perhaps a minute or 2 away from their first ever regular season title for any of their teams. OFC Barca still with a heartbeat. But they will drop their second of the season if they can't get an equalizer here in stoppage time. One push forward here might be the last attack that Barca will get this evening. We'll see. But Machado will play it out of there, and that is the end. It is over. The Tropics indeed have won their first regular season title. They do it by defeating OFC Barca in a very tough showdown here tonight at the Lake Myrtle Sports Complex. The final 2-1, and the Tropics keep their perfect season intact. They move to 10-0-0, and OFC Barca falls to 5-2-3 in the Central East Division. Of course, the Tropics in the Central West, and the win tonight means that the Tropics have mathematically eliminated the rest of the division from catching them. And so it'll be the playoffs next for the Tropics, although one more regular season game to go, and that is next Tuesday night here at the Lake Myrtle Sports Complex. And make sure you make note of that. It is a Tuesday night start, not Wednesday, which was on the original schedule. Next Tuesday, the regular season finale here at Lake Myrtle. So the final, once again, here tonight, the Tropics SC 2, OFC Barca 1. Have a great week, everybody.